Hey guys, welcome back to AMZ's Corner here at Approved Auto. Got another job in the shop that Paul over there is going to be doing. We got this Chevy truck. Some of you might have seen in one of my earlier time lapse over in Paul's Bay there. What he was doing that day when he had those tires deflated was he was putting some intake gaskets on this truck. Now this has a Chevy 350 in it, and one of the shortcomings to the 350, or at least the ones in this truck, is they use these phenolic plastic intake gaskets, which, as far as sealing the intakes part of it, do a great job forever, but where the coolant channels go into the intake, those gaskets will fail where the coolant passes through, and they'll leak coolant externally on the motor, near the front of the engine, and they'll leak coolant into the motor itself. Now this is actually Bill from Blynn's Auto Body. When we went and did the field trip to that Braun van, the guy I had talked to about the snow day, he owns this truck, and he kept driving it and driving it and driving it with that intake manifold leaking coolant into the motor. And the effect of that over time was that there was more coolant in the motor oil than motor oil, and it was just sludge in the oil pan. So Paul replaced the gaskets, drained all that sludge out, flushed all the sludge out, put some fresh oil in it, and then when he started it up, and you couldn't hear it before with all the sludge was so thick, with the clean oil, when he started it up, you could hear it spun a bearing. It had spun a bearing. Here's the drain plug, and you can see all the metally goop on there. But yeah, this thing here, they needed it, so they took it, and they had to plow with it to plow their location out, and they knew the motor was junk. They needed to use it, and now it's really junk. And we got a motor coming for it, so I'm gonna set you guys up on a time lapse, and Paul's gonna take care of this one just like he did that motor in that Titan. So any of you guys want to see a 350 come out of a, what is this, mid-90s 2500? Well, now's your day. So I'm going to set you up over here, and we'll get a good time lapse of that, and I'll edit that together tonight. Now, one of you asked, why do I do so many time lapses during the work week? The main reason, well, there's two reasons. The main reason is I have to work. I can't stop what I'm doing and do what I'm doing now. I mean, it's early in the morning. I haven't punched in yet. I still have responsibilities to my employer to get the work done. But the other reason two, is when I try to do a video where I'm talking and have you guys there, if you look, you see the speakers up there. We got shop stereo, and they play music, and you get a copyright strike on YouTube. And the trouble with getting a copyright strike on YouTube is I can't even go into my YouTube editor and edit the music out, which I've come to find kind of aggravating. Like for instance, yesterday I put the bumper on that Honda Civic, and last night I was trying to edit the video together, and I got a copyright strike. So now I got to fix that tonight and figure out how to get through that. But those two reasons are kind of why I don't do long videos of work during the work week. Usually I come in on Sundays, like the Sonnet Sunday videos, and I have control of the radio in the shop, the lighting in the shop, the noise levels in the shop, and that way I can do a quality length video. But for jobs that I want to show you guys during the work week, the time lapses are just so much easier for me to do, because I still got to fix the cars. We still got to keep cars out of the cabbage. It's not about making videos. It's about fixing people's cars. So I'm gonna set you guys up. I got to get this Volvo done, and I got a massive brake job on that Neon that you guys probably won't see any of. But you'll watch Paul work his magic on this thing. So here you go. Alright guys, was going to do this time lapse of this Chevy, but it's not looking good for this old Chevy. We had Bill, the owner, come and look at it because he didn't know, or he did know there was some issues under here. He did a patch over the summer, but you see all this rot and rust with the frame rail contacts, the plow. You come over here and look around the steering box mounts. So he's opted at this time to not put this motor in. So this might be the end of the road. This Chevy might be going right into the cabbage. But way she goes. At least Paul was able to see it and give the guy a call and have him come here and take a look at it, because we didn't want to just, you know, take his money for a motor and send him on the way with a bad frame. You know, like Paul over there said, he didn't want to have the guy go to plow at the next storm and run over his plow, and it looks like that might have been what was going to happen here. So way she goes, boys, huh? Way she goes. We try to keep them out of the cabbage, but sometimes the rust in Mother Nature just puts them right in. There ain't much we can do about it. You know, ultimately it's the customer. The customer has to deal with it. So we
put up that article in the Motor Magazine.
Yeah.
When is it time to give up on your car?
It's time to give up.
It's time.
It needs a motor, it needs a frame, it needs a bumper, it needs this, that, and the other thing. So away she goes, boys. You know, I wanted to show you a time lapse on a Chevy truck, but sometimes you just gotta take a look and you know, maybe that'll be my thumbnail right there. That's gonna be a good 10 list. Maybe we'll do a 10 list on that topic now that we got this Chevy in here. So anyways, there'll be a little bit of a time lapse. You know, not much will happen on it, but you know, sometimes you just can't keep them on the road. So I guess I'm gonna take this down, and until next time, boys, keep it out of the cabbage. That sucks for that Chevy, huh? That sucks.